These days, the performance potential of so many cars is so high, the racetrack is the best place to sort out ultimate bragging rights. That's why we're here at Broadford with the latest BMW M4 competition and the brand new Mercedes-AMG C63S Coupe. To sort out these two arch rivals, we've called in our resident expert tester, Luke Yulden. Luke, front engine, rear wheel drive, enough tyre smoking horsepower for you to go wild. This sounds right up your alley.
Yeah, you sure this is work? Yeah, these two marques have a long history of competition, and it doesn't seem that long ago, actually right here at Broadford Raceway, duking it out in the old models.
Yep, AMG does have a score to settle, as it was only last February the C63 sedan was defeated in pitch battle against the M4 right here. But things have moved on since then. AMG has taken the C63S Coupe a step beyond the sedan by developing a new wider rear suspension that allows a fatter 285mm Michelin Pilot Supersport tyre to be fitted to a 20-inch rear rim. That's the same tyre as the M4 competition, which has its own suspension upgrades featuring revised springs, dampers and anti-roll bars. So let's take a look under the bonnet. The M4 is powered by an inline 6-cylinder engine with dual turbochargers, while the C63S gets a 4-litre twin-turbo V8. AMG comes with more power and torque than the BMW, but the BMW is lighter, and that squares things up. Right, enough chat. Time for Luke to do some hot laps. First up, it's the big, booming Benz.
Just under 200 km an hour down the front straight, third gear as we turn in. Turns in reasonably well. Just trying to keep the rear end on the ground as much as possible. But again, I can just brake traction at will in this car. I just feel a little bit on the heavy side. Good thing about it is long corners, I can actually steer it with the throttle. So any touch of understeer, give it a stab on the gas, and around the rear end goes. Rear traction is the limiting factor, that's for sure.
That's a 1 minute 5 second lap time from the AMG, around 8/10 quicker than Luke got in the sedan earlier in the year. It's going to be a tough time for the M4 to beat.
Car initially out of the box feels quite responsive. You can feel like the car's a lot lighter. It does feel like it's moving a little bit faster. Sounds pretty amazing for a 6. Hit that apex, turns in pretty well. Again, just rear end's a limiting factor in this car. Right out to the edge. Does feel like it's put its power down a little bit better than the C63. Starting with a little bit of oversteer. Just seems like it may be that 5 or 6 k's an hour quicker through the mid corner everywhere. A lot of fun.
Wow, Luke stopped the clock at 1 minute 3.9 seconds. Incredibly fast for what is a tuned up road car. The winner on the track is clear, but we'd be remiss not to head out into the real world for some back-to-backing. And here the BMW's more compliant adaptive suspension comfort setting gives it an edge, as does its slightly neater driving style. But when you're spending more than $150,000 on a car, then emotion comes into a decision, and on that front the Benz sure is fun to drive. Well Luke, what a day. These are two fabulous high-performance cars. They both stop, turn and go to an incredibly high level, but there can only be one.
Yeah, it's tough. Both great cars, as you said, but for me, it's got to be the M4. It was more comfortable on road, faster on track, and for me, lap time is king.
So it's the BMW M4 competition that wins this time round. But don't worry, the way these two marques fight it out, we'll be back at the track soon for the next battle in this high-octane war.